Hey guys, it's me, KR11, and I'm back with a podcast. And today, I'm here with my guests. These are my guests. Pleasure. Yo, what's good, guys? Whoever this dude is, why do you have to do that? And we saved the best for last. The GOAT. Holy glaze. Shut up. The B103 Limited.
This is B103 Limited, via Avenue H, via Avenue M.
Oh my god, you even have the voice too. Well, anyway, our topic for today is federalism and levels of government. Let's go! Oh man, I'm really ready for this. Alright, good to hear. So, who wants to start off?
So what I know about federalism and levels of government is that federalism is a political ideology. A political ideology in which a strong central system of government controls a nation, with smaller sub-governments for more balance and control of governmental power throughout the country.
And what I know about levels of government is that there are like three types of governments. There's this federal government, the strong central government that is based in the capital of a specific nation, and it controls like most of the governments around it. It is like the most important government out there. It makes the most important decisions. It makes decisions for the country overall, not just for like a specific area. And the state government is like a government like for like a specific state or province, in which like for more balance, because a federal government might not be able to control that much area, and it probably needs help from like different branches. It needs like help, more governments in order to balance it all out. And there's the local government, which obviously governs the local community, because the state might not be able to control those local communities because they might not be familiar with them. So those people have to make their own local governments in order to make decisions and proper decisions. I do understand that, but is there any example of levels of government? Oh yeah, I know. Go ahead, pleasure. Okay, so like the federal government, right? An example of federal government is the federal government of the United States with like its departments like the Treasury Department, the Department of Energy, and even more departments. All of that is federal. And then you go to like a state government, and another example is the state of New York, right? And we still have those same departments that the federal government has. It's just that it's in our state, so we can better control the things specifically happening in our state, not just caring for everybody else. We have to put ourselves first. And the local government is obviously New York City. Like the government's like the departments, New York Police Department, Department of Sanitation. That's us, for to be protected by ourselves, to control ourselves. It's for us to have a better focus on ourselves. Like, instead of the state being focused on us, we could be even more focused by making our own government. So that's why those forms of governments are there. To better serve the needs of residents in a more balanced, easier, and controlled way? Oh, so it's like the federal government serves the general public, the state government serves the people living in a specific area, and the local government serves the people living in an area in the specific area? Basically.
Well, I also know it connects to American political development. Federalism and levels of government set different beliefs for people of how government should be structured. Different beliefs could include political parties, as levels of government and federalism split between two main political parties, Federalists and Anti-Federalists, who are also known as Democratic Republicans. Levels of government also connect to American political development because of separation of powers, judicial, legislative, and executive. These three developed into the three branches of government we know today.
Basically, as mentioned before, how power operates within levels of government and federalism is that the federal government is the superior government. They control everything. They basically oversee the entire country and make all of its important decisions on a national basis, not just a specific area basis. And basically, the federal government doesn't just help people from a specific area or a specific local community. They actually help the general public, the citizens of the entire country itself. The state government only deals with citizens of their specific state. They make decisions. They only review on decisions based in the state itself. For example, if people want to lower taxes in that state, the federal government might not be able to do that. Only the state is best in deciding that because they are the states themselves. The federal government can't just represent everybody. Even though they do control the general public, they may not be specific enough or know what to do with the state, unlike the state residents that know what they're doing and know what's best for their state. However, if we go in the local community, they know what's best for the community, excluding any other communities, as that's dealt with other local communities throughout the state. Listen, we all know how important federalism and levels of government is, but how is it relevant to modern society today? Well, modern relevance today, that could ask a lot of questions. Many other questions from just that one question. What would we be without our current levels of government and federalism? How would our government be formed? And what would we be doing in our government? What would the government be doing for us? Well, without levels of government and federalism, I don't think we would have a proper way of life. That's why it's so important to modern society today. Because realistically, without this government, we would have no idea on how to govern ourselves. It would be really confusing. Nobody would know what they're doing. And the United States might just collapse. So without our government and federalism, our perfectly balanced government, its branches, and the types of government, state, local, and federal, without those types of governments and the branches, judicial, legislative, and executive, we wouldn't be functioning properly. I don't even know what government would we be. Would we be a monarchy? Would we be... Maybe we can even be an anarchy. But no, I don't even think that's possible. We would definitely have some form of government, but I don't think it'd be as fair as this right now. This government is basically giving all the citizens of the United States an opportunity. It makes way of life better. It just gives a better opportunity. Alright, before we go off the air, here's our quote of the day. When the legislative and executive powers are united in the same person or in the same body of magistrates, there could be no liberty, because apprehensions may arise, lest the same monarch or senate should enact tyrannical laws to execute them in a tyrannical manner. Baron de Montesquieu. This would have never happened without the Constitutional Convention, so shout out to the people who participated in it.
Shout out to the Cornell notes for real.
What?